Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to cover Uber Eats catering orders, and I just completed one. Was it great? Was it good? Was it bad? Will I never do it again? Well, stick around because I'm going to give you my first experience and what truly happened during this delivery. So let's go. Did you even know Uber Eats has catering orders? Well, they have them just like every other food delivery app like DoorDash and Grubhub, which, by the way, I've done them on both other platforms, but never on Uber Eats. And I have over 5,000 deliveries. I personally known that they existed, but completing one was a completely different experience, really, altogether. Before I really get into this order, you're going to have to let me know if you have ever done a catering order as an Uber Eats driver. While you're there, consider subscribing to this channel. Okay. Before we even begin, if you are new to Uber Eats, you should know, unlike DoorDash acceptance rates, they don't matter. It came through as a $24 order, 10, maybe 11 miles. It is what it is. But I think my eyes bugged out when I saw 27 items, then large order, and then it said catering. Man, the one thing I don't like about Uber Eats is the seconds they give you to accept an order. That's a lot of information to digest in like 10 to 15 seconds. I feel like your eyes are like looking all over the screen. Anyway, I took it. To be honest, the pessimistic side of me was like, watch, this is totally just going to stay the $24 since this is my first catering order. But oh well, it was a little under $2 a mile. Yeah, it is what it is. The optimistic side of me was like, I wonder how much this is going to go up. But will it really? That will be later on in this video. I get to the restaurant and they said 10 more minutes. Well, 10 more minutes turned into 15 to 20 more minutes later. And now the drive, which wasn't so bad, highway driving and all that. So I'm driving down a street that honestly, I was second guessing myself because it looks like a driveway with two houses on it. And it says, meet at door, PIN required, which I wonder if that's on all catering orders. Let me know if you know the answer to this, because this is my first one. Now, of course, I get to the door and ring the doorbell. Shocker, no answer. I texted, no answer. I called, hey, you guessed it, no answer. I don't know about you, but whenever I personally order any food from any platform, I'll be the first to admit, I'm the stalker of the driver on the app. First, I always want to make sure when my food arrives, so I'm there to get it. And I'll admit, I really want to see who my driver is, but that's besides the point. But if anyone orders hundreds of dollars of food, which, by the way, the subtotal was like $360, $370, why is the customer not concerned their order is at their door? That's a good question, right? By the way, this is such a big pet peeve of mine on any platform that I work. I hate hand it to me or meet at door customers and you have to wait out the timer. I hate when a customer never comes to answer the door when they are the one who chose to put meet at door as a preference. Ugh. It drives me crazy, especially with a 7-minute timer on Uber Eats. 5 minutes is bad enough on the DoorDash platform. Anyway, moving on. So a guy answers the door and I start handing over the bags. Now on this delivery, there was no setup, no indication there was a setup like other platforms that I use. It was just a flat delivery, which, hello, less trouble and less work. I just had to pick up and drop off. So I asked for the PIN number, and then he had to go back inside to go find it. Finally, he came back out, gave me the PIN number, and I was on my way. Okay, so now the wait begins. Had to wait for an hour for the tip to come back to see if this order was really worth it. The suspense was killing me. Is it killing you too? Before I even reveal the payout, what is your first gut reaction? Do you think it's going up or staying the same? For me personally, I'm like, this is a 50-50 shot. So here's the moment of truth. It went up, but how much? It became $46. And I was like, hello, Uber Eats. And thank you so much to the customer. I am so grateful. $46 changed my complete afternoon shift completely around. I'm telling you, it really sometimes only just takes one order to change whatever shift you're working completely around. So here are my thoughts. The whole experience was just the same as a pickup and drop off. I did use my catering bag going into the restaurant and delivering because that's what I do on every catering order. Did the wait at the restaurant suck? Heck yeah. Have I waited at other catering apps? Yep. This isn't anything new. Obviously, I love the payout, but like every other app, this does not mean every catering order will have a good outcome or even a good pay. It very much could have just stayed the $24, which I still would have been happy because I accepted the order based on the $24. Would I do it again? I would be stupid not to. It was a quick way for any driver to make a good amount of money on an order. I will always say, if you do one, provide an extra level of customer service because it is a catering order. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. If you just spent $300 to $400 on food, wouldn't you expect it to arrive in one piece in a hot bag where it's hot? I know I would, and also communicate any problems. Like in my case, I texted the customer to keep them updated on the wait since I had a pretty substantial wait for the order. So bottom line, if you get one, take it if it's worth it and it makes sense. They are, in my opinion, a good way of making some money if you get the right one. But be smart about the ones you take. If my order stayed $24, I was okay with making $24 in one app as an Uber Eats driver, especially in the afternoon. But if one comes in under $1 per mile, or you determine the amount isn't worth your time, then make the right decisions for you as a driver and just don't take it. Just like every other app, you can never predict how much someone will tip, right? And you have to take it at face value, even though there might be potential for it to really just go up. You never know. So let me know. Did you ever know Uber Eats did catering orders? And what has your experience been if you completed it? And while you're there leaving a comment, consider subscribing to this channel as well. I'll see you later. Remember, kindness is always free. Bye, everyone.